City. Let's get you a live picture from Folly Beach, South Carolina. The southeast on alert as this storm will skirt pretty close to the coastline, close enough that we're expecting some impacts, especially with the kind of ugly, messy shape of this system. That, by the way, is where we find Fox Weather Storm Specialist Mike Seidel. He's in Folly Beach. Mike, we're waiting on the updates from the NHC coming up later on this afternoon, 5 o'clock. That lopsided nature of this storm, though, that hard right on the forecast track won't tell the whole story.
No, but what we're worried about here basically now is just the rainfall. And every run, we see the rainfall totals getting lower and lower because the distance from the center of the storm is farther and farther off the coast. With the 11 a.m. positioning, it's forecast to be about 320 miles well southeast of us on Tuesday. And that's 2 days from now, so we still have a long way to go. It's only moving, 6-7 miles an hour, basically due north. It's going to parallel the Florida coast, then come up and make a right turn, probably somewhere off Cape Canaveral. So instead of a landfall that some of the global models were forecasting late last week, we are looking at a storm that goes out to sea, primarily because of the steering from what was Category 5 Umberto. So that plays into it. As far as the surf goes this afternoon, a little bit higher, 3 to 4 footers. We don't have the surfers out like we did at first light this morning, and they were catching some good rides of 15, 20 seconds, not moving incredibly fast. Water temperature still not bad, upper 70s for yours truly. I can handle 77 or 78 degrees. The surf is going to ramp up. That's going to be one thing we'll notice tomorrow into Tuesday from Umberto and from Imelda. So we're looking at 8 to 12 footers breaking here on the coast. We're going to have some beach erosion, and maybe certainly the tide's a little higher than normal, but surge is really off the table now. Winds may gust to 30 or 35 miles an hour in a squall, but it's really the rainfall, and we'll see exactly how much we end up with. Maybe we get a couple of inches here, maybe less than an inch, but it has been certainly fleeting with the forecast with each additional model run. It is a beautiful Sunday out here at Folly Beach, and we've got this fine group of folks enjoying the great weather. You can't beat it because, well, we got a lower sun angle now, like mid-March, so it's not beating down on you. Temperatures are about 80. We've got a nice breeze from the north, and we've got Doug Orthen, who is the father of the birthday girl, Mad. We call her Mads for short. Hello, Mads.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
And this was a surprise, right?
Yeah, it was a surprise birthday.
Were you concerned about the weather when you started thinking about?
We were totally concerned. We had planned this weeks ago, and we had considered calling it off because we thought the weather was going to be really bad.
Well, look what happened.
It actually turned out really well.
Yeah, you made the right decisions. You could have gone on Thursday. You could have said, no, we got to cancel, but you waited it out.
We were close. We were definitely close.
Smart move, Dad, because if you had canceled it and all these fine ladies had come out, gotten up this morning, what for? Well, I guess you could have kicked it back in.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe.
But we still could have played some volleyball because this is the James Island volleyball team right here.
Yep.
James Island volleyball team. Now, when is volleyball season basically in the colder months of the year here?
Yeah, pretty much. We just started region play. So far, we are undefeated.
What is that, 5-0?
5-0.
Wow, 5-0, not bad.
Yeah.
And
nice.
The odds of school tomorrow and Tuesday?
So far, pretty likely, but if the wind picks up, like above 6 or 7 hours, like miles per hour, then
Well, you're a meteorologist now, huh?
yeah, like the buses won't go, so that will make us like
Well,
cancel school.
If it was my decision, I'd say you need to go to school.
I vote no.
No, you vote no?
I vote
You
no.
want a long week?
6 or 7 school days.
What's that? What's that?
That was her.
So what about school days?
Well, we already have so many school days in the year. I feel like we kind of need a break.
You mean like snow days built in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like basically.
And it snows here once every 10 years, like last year?
So
Okay.
I think this should be our break right now.
Well, I'm glad you're getting a good day in ahead of the rainfall tomorrow and again on Tuesday. And it was nice to chat with you and enjoy your surprise 60. Were you really surprised?
I actually was very surprised, yes, because they ruined the surprise earlier, but then they told me it was canceled. So then they
Okay, wait a minute. Who ruined the surprise? Should we? Right here, surprise ruiner. We're not going to say.
Put her on the group text.
Put her on the group text. Oh, you know what? I think didn't somebody do that in the in the military?
Defense Department.
Yeah, defense. Yeah, well, we won't go there. We don't do
They put me
politics.
in Mads' surprise birthday party group chat.
Well, it was a mistake. It's okay. Everybody's having a good time.
Yeah.
So,
For coming out and talk with people around Charleston, because we do really appreciate
well, we appreciate you watching, and thank you. Ian, there you go. Birthday party.
Yes.
Ruined and then not ruined by someone who ended up on a group chat. Where have we seen that before? Anyway, enough of. We don't do politics here, but it just popped in my mind.
Yeah.
But it is a beautiful day out here on the beach, and tomorrow we should get some rain here. We'll be back out here tomorrow through the afternoon here, and then back out tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern on Fox Weather.
Yeah, it's a big Mike Seidel well wishes, a big Fox Weather birthday. Mike, before we let you go, you've covered a lot of storms, and we always talk about how tropical systems actually move. There was this bifurcation, right? The two thinkings, either north landfall or this right turn to sea. This looks like Imelda is going to stop at a four-way stop, right? And then just more or less put its blinker on, make its turn out to the right. I think a lot of people were discrediting that a few days back as being not an impossibility, but the likelihood of a storm moving like that. This happens a lot, though, with the motion of storms.
Well, it does happen more in the Pacific when we get two typhoons close together, say within about 800 or 900 miles, and they rotate around each other like this. And that's what we call the Fujiwara effect, named after a long ago scientist. And we're getting a little bit of that. They're kind of dancing around each other starting tomorrow into Tuesday. And with each run, it's making the turn sooner, so it doesn't gain as much latitude. And therefore, up here in North Carolina, it cuts down on the impacts. We're still going to get some rain here, Ian. I can't imagine we don't get at least some rain. That would be astounding if we go from, earlier amounts forecast late last week with a landfall of 15 to 20 to 25 inches down to less than an inch. So we'll see how it plays out. But again, that's going to be the weather worry tomorrow. Some rain. Maybe we get a gust on the coast to 25, 30, 35 miles an hour. And we will notice a difference in the surf. It's already beginning to ramp up a little bit. And we're going to see 8, 10 plus footers certainly later tomorrow and Tuesday, because it's all that swell, which is basically swell is wave action that propagates away from the source. That is going to move into the coast here, the Carolinas, and that will lead to at least some beach erosion.
Yeah.
Ian will be out here for another hour or so. Kind of an easy shift today. Not getting burned by the sun, not getting wet, and not getting blown away. So a fairly easy work day here at the beach in Folly.
Yeah, not so bad. You've got Imelda. Umberto's like the lead blocker, and Imelda just follows it right through the gap. It's not quite the Philadelphia Eagles tush push, but it's something like that. Pushing that area high pressure out of the way. That's our storm specialist, Mike Seidel. Mike, we'll be checking back. Thank you.